I'll show you the latest evolution of the candle heater. I used it last night, been using it the last couple nights. We're up in Michigan here where it cooled off. Huh, Susie? Chicken? Anyhow, I just stoked it up with wax. I'm getting some wax melted down before I put it out here for the day. That's that 4-inch aluminum dryer duct that Home Depot sells. Okay. The wax I use is those unscented candles from Walmart because Walmart's handy to get at, and I bust a bunch of it up. What you'll find with those candles are they aerate the inside and they do a hard wax coating, so when you bust them up, you get that powdery kind of deal, which is okay. They're just trying to screw us out of a dime, basically, with just a plastic spoon to stock up the candle. And that's a nice thick flame. I tried that vegetable oil. All it did was soot. A small flame didn't put out nothing, and a flame big enough to put out heat. And that's where all that soot is from that video earlier, years ago. I store the wax in that bottom half of the, it's just a cut water jug, basically, a plastic jug. And this is the lid that goes on top that the fan sits on, so it's not a direct flame to the fan. These candles come with 3 wicks in them. I've gotten away from the lamp oil wick, and I just used two of the wicks that came with the candle. What I'll do is I'll set the pan over a burner, melt it down, pull the wicks out, and just put 2 together. That's been ample for produce enough heat. 3 would be a bigger flame, and you just don't need it. So all the spare wicks and stuff are in a plastic bag here. You can see one there to have on hand. Those bolts are in a position where the top of the candle is close to the top to create the heat path I talked about. This is my first one that I made. This is just hacked up kind of a deal I keep in the semi. These little pieces of rubber here keep the lid from rattling going down the road. And the bolts, I don't think you probably have to do this, but I cut the heads flush with the stud portion so it sit flat. Then I put the piece of rubber tubing so it won't rattle. When you extinguish your flame, if you blow it out, it'll make smoke. So I got this just paper clip. Coat the wick in wax when it goes under. Of course, that burns off when you light it the next day. That worked out really well. I just hang these so I can get at them later. But yeah, it sits in there, of course, you know, and it sits in here. And you probably have to wake up during the night when you take a pee. Put some wax in there so the flame don't get too big. So, you know, depending on you'll figure it out how much wax you need to put in there. You'll stack wax up on the side and it'll melt down in there and regulate the flame through the night. Got these self tappers I ran in there to keep the lid centered. And that's good, you know, so the lid don't slide off during the night. But yeah, that's it. It's phenomenal. Heat at a cheap price is just, you can't beat it. Have a good day. I picked up this boat trailer for $300. It's 18 feet from there to the tail. And just having the SUV, I need a pickup from time to time. So this way, there's no need to have to own a pickup and maintain another drivetrain insurance and all that. And this is a materials pallet, a 10-foot long pallet that was roughly 5 foot wide. So I added a third rib down there that sits on the rollers of this trailer, then extended out to the edge of the frame there. And it's gonna be good enough for what I need it for. Light stuff. It'd probably actually haul my little Farmall tractor. But this makes it handy take the place of a pickup. And there's little blocks of wood there, and up on the first cross member up there, help holding it, as well as the bolts at 6 places. So it comes off quick and easy if I ever want to put a boat back on it. But for all the people living with a van or an SUV, got a grand total of probably, I don't know, bought some screws. That's it. The rest of the wood they just have to get rid of. Probably $15 worth of screws. It works.